I was very poor in junior high. I was trying to, spend my own money on things that I wanted. I didn't want my parents to have to buy things for me. So I was working at Safeways, wrapping bags, packing bags. We were called wrappers, but a wrapper in those days, if you worked at Safeway, you were the person, always boys, like my age, at the till, and you would pack bags full of groceries. So I saved up my money and I had to make a choice about buying. I wanted to buy a motorcycle because at 14, oh, I must have been 14. At 14, you're able to ride a motorcycle. But with a car, you couldn't until you were 16, and then you could get your learners. But with a motorcycle, you could just drive it. So I got a Honda, no, sorry, a Ducati 100, which was a piece of garbage. But Ducati, of course, is a real famous brand name. I probably should have kept that thing. It was a Ducati 100, and it didn't run properly, and I couldn't get it started. My dad came out and tried to help me because he saw me trying to kickstart it for hour after hour after hour. So he just came out and he had a look and he says, "Well, maybe the spark plug's bad because I guess we weren't getting spark or something." So he gave me a new spark plug and I put it in and ran right away. So then I was so happy. I'm driving through school fields and I phoned up the police station and I said, what is the requirement for insurance for a motorcycle?" And they said, "Well, you got to have insurance, public liability and public damage." And I said, "Do you have to wear a helmet?" And they said, yeah, I think they said, "Yes, you have to wear a helmet." I'm not actually sure about that helmet part. So then I told my dad. I hung up the phone. I told my dad. I said, "Dad, I got this motorcycle for a Ducati 100 for, I don't know, I think it was 200 and some dollars. And I don't have enough money to pay for insurance." Insurance was another 100 or something, I don't know. I had no money left at all. Dad says, "Phone up the police station and ask what the fine is for if you get caught for not having insurance." So I phoned up the police station again and I said, "What's the fine for driving a motorcycle without insurance?" And I was told there is no fine. Uh-huh. So I told my dad, and he says, "Well, just drive it without insurance." And so I did. And I drove it all over the place, mostly through school fields. Oh, and I didn't even have a license plate. And I didn't have a motorcycle driver's license. So I had no, well, I don't know if I had a helmet. I might have had a helmet. Somewhere I got some really cheap helmet, or maybe the motorcycle came with a crappy helmet. I think I did have a helmet. So I had a helmet, but I didn't have a license, and I had no insurance, and I didn't have a license plate. So I'm driving around the streets of my neighborhood, driving around the playground, every place you're not supposed to drive. And I drove around my friends' neighborhoods, went to their house, visited them, and I was so cool because I could get around now on my own at 14 on a motorcycle. Didn't have to pedal my bike everywhere. So I'm coming home from my friend's place, and I hear this woo, and it's a cop car right behind me. So I pull over. Luckily, I had enough traffic knowledge, driver's knowledge, to pull over if a cop tries to, sounds a siren behind you. Pulls me over. He says, "Okay, where's your license?" I don't have one. "Okay, do you have insurance? Where's your pink slip?" "No, don't have insurance." "Where's your license plate?" "I don't have one." He says, "Well, I can't let you drive this thing. You go get all that stuff and then you can ride it. But I'm going to drive away and you can't ride this thing home." And I said, "Okay." So I wait till he got out of sight. No, actually, no. I started walking the motorcycle home, engine not running, put it in neutral, start pushing it home. And I was a ways from home. It was walkable, But the cop's following me for, 2 minutes, and then he took off. So then I started it up and I drove it through back alleys. Oh, that's mainly where I drove my motorcycle, was back alleys. So I drove through back alleys and got my way home. So anyway, twice the cops caught me and let me off the hook. Lucky for me.